Hello, big, big world. Today I want to talk about self-discipline. You know, I used to be so selfish. Everything was poor me, poor me. It's always them. It's never my fault. I'm right and you're wrong, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you exactly where you're wrong and where I'm right. And through many different things, a spiritual awakening being one of them, I have and am continuing to shift the focus from myself to helping others. And that's one of the big reasons that I have this YouTube channel is to just share my experience and share my life and my personality, and maybe it will be appealing to people and maybe it won't. But anyway, so self-discipline. So I'm training for this 10K, and just being intentional and being mindful. And it's incredible how quickly I'm getting back in like fighting shape or running shape, So I went to the gym yesterday and I ran just 1 mile, in under 10 minutes. And it's funny because I have, this Fitbit. I don't know if you can see it. Fitbit. The Fitbit tells me my pace when I'm out there running in the world. And when I'm out there running in the world, it's, between sometimes it's as low as 12 and a half minutes. And sometimes it's as much as 14 and a half minutes. That's when I'm jogging, not when I'm walking. When I'm walking, it's 20 minutes. But anyway, just being mindful of it. And I haven't jogged on a treadmill in such a long time, but it was raining yesterday. And so I did. And but when I started, the Fitbit would say that I was running 15-minute miles, and, getting it down to 12 and a half minute miles. I've never not jogged for more than 3, 4, 5 days. But just being mindful of it and being disciplined in it and prioritizing it, that's something that I think is really important, that, with myself, that when it's more of a priority for me, I will do it. And that's one of those things that whenever I was, holding other people responsible for my choices, that I would hold them responsible for my lack of discipline. And that prayer, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. That wisdom to know the difference and is the main, differentiating thing. That, another way of saying it is, God grant me the serenity to accept the world as it is, the courage to change myself, and the wisdom to know the difference between the world as it is and myself. So I can't choose whether or not I have brain cancer, but I can choose my attitude about it. I can choose my response to it. I can choose to see each day as a miracle. And I think one of the things that keeps that fresh in my mind is that I have these MRIs of my brain every 4 months. And I think of it as such an inconvenience and overwhelming, but really maybe that's exactly what Spirit has, in my path, to keep me as present and as joyous and as that life exists at all, that I tend to forget that if it's not you have this thing in your path. So that's it. Have a good day.